It's now time for Party Chat Sports.
The only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
Welcome back, everybody, to Party Chat Sports. Caleb Gill, Drew Nelson, Dillon Schroeder. This weekend's groom is not here at the moment. We'll see if he joins us, but again, like I've mentioned in the last two episodes, Cam's getting married this weekend, so we'll see what that brings for the channel. We do, of course, have your Week 6 preview. That's what we're going to get into here tonight. And I mean, we are now officially, last week I said quarter of the way. Now we're definitely officially more than a quarter of the way through the NFL season. 5 weeks in the books, and I think this is the time of year where we really start understanding and learning who these teams are. Like, there's been a lot of things that have lied to us. Like, week 1 is always a liar. And then, you start getting through, and it's like, all right, those teams that, like the Saints, like last year, 2 years ago, for 2 weeks, they were the greatest show on turf. And then they fell flat. Now we're getting to that point where you are what your record says you are. Like, you can really take that to the bank. And let's start off with the Thursday night football game, Eagles-Giants. The Giants showed us who they were. They are a bad football team this past week. And I know they had that little, shot in the arm with the Jackson Dart start against the Chargers, but they came back down to earth. Every team, it's the NFL. It's built for parity. It's built for teams to at least get a win here and there. The Saints got it against a bad Giants team, and now Brian Daboll, you're 1 week off the hot seat. Now you're back, and that seat is scorching. And I've said since the schedule release. Oh, what's up, Cam?
Trying to find my headphones. Hold on.
What's up, Mr. Groom?
Wait, are we recording?
Yes, we've already started.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just a monologue and then also right into the Giants-Eagles game this weekend. But what I wanted to get out before opening the floor is I mentioned when the schedule released, keep an eye on this game as when Brian Daboll gets fired. Thursday night football, tough slate heading into this week. And with it being Thursday night football, if they let him go on a Friday, that gives you a whole week and then a little bit to get acclimated to the interim head coach. With the way they played against the Saints, 5 turnovers, I don't think they're going to have a lot of luck. Now, granted, it's Thursday night football. I don't think they're going to have a lot of luck against the Eagles, who are coming off their first loss. So I think I would not be surprised if this is the last game that Brian Daboll's on the sidelines for the Giants.
I always think it's funny how, like, the logic there is, like, so they can get used to the interim head coach, maybe turn it around, but, like,
right,
it's a lost cause,
Oh, yeah.
They're firing Daboll for just, they're turning the page to next year already. I don't know.
Trying to get a jump start on the cycle, and which if he goes, Joe Sheen should go too, in my opinion. Like they should
he's
be
pretty bad. He's pretty bad.
I mean, the Giants for the rest of the year, their schedule is brutal. I mean, it's just the next 3 games are Eagles, Broncos, Eagles. So that's pretty tough. And then 49, their easiest game, I'll just read off the rest of the schedule here. So Eagles, Broncos, Eagles, then Niners, Bears, Packers, Lions, Patriots, who have shown some juice, Commanders, Vikings, Raiders, then finish the season against the Cowboys. So there's not a lot of easy wins here left for the Giants.
Every single teams is looking at the Giants as an easy win.
Especially if you're getting rid of one of your veteran quarterbacks in Russ, because he's on the trade block from what I've seen.
I'm surprised he's not a Bengal today. Joe
I'm
Flacco.
surprised him or Jameis isn't. Like, I
Saw they didn't call about Jameis.
They didn't call
about Russ either.
Apparently, they didn't even call the Giants.
They wanted someone with even less mobility in Cincinnati behind that O-line, I guess.
At least Jameis can move a little bit.
And he can throw the ball deep. See what T. Higgins and Jamar Chase can do.
It'd be fun.
I don't know what.
Piggybacking off of Dillon, he can keep your receivers happy.
Or try to, at least.
Yeah. Like
He's going to give them a chance to make plays. I mean, Joe Flacco, Drew, you sent the tweet earlier. They're going from 41st EPA per dropback to 40th or something. They're moving up from last to second to last. So.
Second worst EPA per play so far.
Good luck. Good luck, Cincy. You're going to need it.
Yeah, I don't.
The move doesn't make any sense, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. On the Giants-Eagles front, Eagles are going to put belt to it, and unless it's like one of those short week things where the Giants come out and they play real hard and they're at home and the defense holds to their standard, and this is like some 17-13 mess. I don't know.
It could be. I mean, it's Thursday night football, so you never know what to expect.
I can't remember a time recently where the Giants gave the Eagles a problem. Like, normally it's like the Cowboys and the Eagles, and the Commanders give the Eagles fits, but I can't recall the Giants doing that recently. I don't think
the Giants
it's
have a record of 4-16 over the last 10 years against the Eagles.
Yeah, it's not great.
Their last win coming in 2024. Before that was 2021 and 2020. Before that was 2016. Those are your 4 wins.
2024.
2024.
So they went
like end of the season, like rest or something.
That's kind of what.
Both of their 2020 and 2021 were both November games. 2024 was January 7th. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like you strip out that January 7th, they're 3-16 in the last decade. It's not good, Bob.
I forgot.
Get right game for the Eagles. So, yeah, it's over.
Yeah. And I think the Eagles coming off of a loss, like, they just don't seem like a team if you're a bad team, I don't think I'd want to play the Eagles coming off of a loss because they're going to be like, oh, well, maybe we are kind of sus. So let's fix it up this week. Let's not let this happen 2 weeks in a row.
You would think so, but we'll see. Either way, Giants look terrible.
Oh, that was January of 24. So then, like, Saquon was a Giant in that game. Anyways.
Oh yeah,
23 season. You know, it was the 23 season. Yeah, Eagles are gonna get right, and Sirianni's gonna say some clownish stuff.
They're 7.5-point favorites for a reason. The Eagles are. That's in New York too.
That's a money line parlay booster right there. That's what that is.
Yep. All right. Anything else to add?
No.
Once gone twice. Let's head back to London. We've had 3 straight weeks of international games, back-to-back weeks in London. The Broncos, the Jets, and the Broncos are just a better team. They seem to be clicking. I know the Bo Nix struggled. I'm talking about the Broncos. I know Bo Nix
I'll start it when you flip. I'll start it when you flip over.
But it feels like things. I mean, he had his highest career, most yards in his. Dude, what's going on with your camera over there?
In black and white now.
I'm in the sun.
I feel like I'm watching a Karrion Kross entry, like WWE entry.
Sun.
It's like going black and white, and
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me.
all right. Bo Nix, 300+ passing yards. Granted, it was against the Bengals, and then last week he had a solid performance as well. The only thing that goes in the Jets' favor this week is it being London, and you just never know. Like that's. What are the Broncos favored? It's got to be. Broncos are 7-point favorites, and that feels right. They should be able to score all over the Jets. Everybody else has. So, yeah.
Yeah, shut up.
I think that's
Yeah,
a
that's why
sub
you
10
need to
second
now to keep
Jets
your mouth
fan.
shut about this. Dude, talk about the Jets, man. You get 5 minutes. Talk
No,
about
you
the
don't get
Jets
5
for 5 minutes.
You get 3
We're
minutes.
0-5, man.
No. I can tell you the exact reason. As someone who is asking that man right there in the bottom of my screen with the Toledo Rockets hats on, he's not talking about the Jets because he doesn't want to jinx it and he's hoping for a win. And that's his actual stance. He doesn't want to jinx it. He doesn't want to think too high.
I'm going to be honest, Cam. That logic is probably solid in week 1 or 2, but he's 0-5.
No, it's
I
still
don't
there.
think he's
I don't
worried
believe
about
in
a jinx.
I
I don't
told
think
you
he's
guys
worried about a
last year.
jinx at 0-5, man.
I told you guys
Ohio
last
State
year.
is saving that man's life from
I literally
actual
told you guys last year I did not
football
believe in jinxes.
He's not even an Ohio State fan, man. He's a Rocket fan. Look at what
Oh.
head he's on.
Well, I paid a lot of money. All right. A lot of money.
Rocket
The
fan
man
on,
still
man.
wants to fire Ryan Day.
That's a topic for another day.
There's nothing to say about the Jets. They're 0-5. They're bad on all phases. And
I mean,
nothing-
I feel like they're going to win a game at some point.
They should.
They're good when
they
they're
got
losing.
some easy games coming up.
They're
Good.
good when they're losing. That's your bright spot.
Yeah, that's fun. I love the fact that 75% of Justin Fields' passing yards came after we were down 30-3.
I hope
Love
he's
that.
happy. I hope he's happy.
No, there's winnable games, but also, like I said about the Giants, they're looking at the Jets. Everyone on the Jets schedule is looking at the Jets as a winnable game. The Bengals, now Joe Flacco's going to be the quarterback. That's another revenge game. Just a seventh straight revenge game for somebody going up against the Jets.
Everyone hates
Last
the
week
Jets.
was Brian Schottenheimer. The week one was Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Elijah Moore had a revenge
Well,
game.
listen,
Like,
everyone looked at the Lions as a winnable game until it wasn't. You know.
Yeah,
Now
what
you're
you look at.
now the best quarterback in your life is going to jail for a felony. Too.
yeah, really had
That's crazy.
salt to the
You know
wounds.
what?
Really had salt to the wounds there.
Yeah, you know what? I'm starting to feel bad for you. You know, at least you
Is
get to
that
be
worse
best
than
man
the
in the
butt
wedding.
fumble?
I mean,
Anyway,
he still had a career after the butt fumble, so I don't think he has a career after this. Yeah.
You know, it
It's-
might suck for you to be an NFL fan.
Oh yeah, my
Well,
love for the NFL dies
might.
with me every week.
it might suck for him.
think?
I'm starting to
Think-
believe it.
You think?
Talking about it out loud, I'm starting to believe. You know what? Your NFL life might be the worst possible.
You know what?
scenario.
Listen, I think the best quarterback you've ever had on your team having some sort of criminal past isn't the end of the world.
You would say that.
Couldn't be me.
I'm throwing it out there.
The thing is, he didn't have a criminal past, and he didn't win a Super Bowl. In fact, he lost to the criminal that won a Super Bowl
He
for
did.
you guys.
He did lose to the alleged.
Alleged.
Anyway, I think that's enough time on the Jets. Broncos should win this game, but
Yep.
it's in London. I'm probably not watching this one because we'll be.
Dude, we're going to be recovering
packing for-
We're going to be recovering and driving or whatever we're doing.
I'll be
at
on the road
9:30.
already. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I ain't sticking around for that.
No.
Check in every now and then, but yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah, I'll see the updates. I'll see the highlights or lowlights. The 1 o'clock games. See, this one looks good on paper, but I don't know who's
It's
playing
not.
for the Ravens
Nobody.
because
Practice
everybody's
squad.
dead. Everybody's hurt for the Ravens, and the
Makes me
Rams.
happy.
Yeah, Tomlin's voodoo is some crazy flipping BS, man.
Powerful.
Rams
It's powerful.
7.5-point favorites in Baltimore. That alone is crazy. Like, you would have told me that anybody was going to be a 7.5-point favorite in Baltimore heading into this year, I would have told you were nuts.
I mean, there's a reason Baltimore had an 11.5 over/under line.
Yep, we were talking about that before we
Injuries
started.
are tough. I'll say, some coaches can still win with a backup like Tomlin, and some can't, and Harbaugh can't.
I mean, his entire defense is also gone, but that's okay.
Duck Hodges. That's all I got to tell you.
I don't know why they chose Cooper Rush to be their backup.
Yeah.
They tried to make Shadur Sanders their backup, but he wanted to go somewhere he would play. So he's not playing for the Ravens right now.
He's the third-string quarterback. No, he's a backup now in Cleveland.
He's now the backup. But
For now, until Deshaun Watson's elevated.
Yeah, I mean, talk about bad business decisions. He could be a starter for a perennial playoff team, and he went to be the backup so he can mime in Cleveland instead. What a goofball. What a goofball. Cleveland.
Whoever's in his ear telling him that he's doing good things and he's doing, that's the right thing that you should be doing right there. You got it, Shador. You do you. Whoever's
Browns
doing that.
Make me laugh. Anyway, we'll talk about the Browns. We'll talk about the Browns soon. Ravens.
We talk about the Browns more than anybody else, I feel like.
Yeah, Ravens. It's tough. It's tough out here. If they lose this game, they go to 1-5. And then they're going to end up being 1-5 at the Steelers' current record. Puts them like 3.5 games back or something. And that's tough. That's real tough to come back from.
I mean, are they already sellers? They just made a trade for.
Did they?
What was his name? They traded.
They traded Ofe to the Chargers.
To the Chargers.
Their edge rusher?
Yeah.
Dafe Owe, is that his name? Something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
He's from Penn State.
He was like their starting edge rusher, was he not?
He's huge. I think he was kind of situational. But he's huge. He got drafted because of his characteristics, not because of his skill. Great college player, mid NFL player. Johnny Manziel.
Well, then he would have had some skill.
Johnny Manziel was not a mid NFL player. He was a terrible NFL player. Odafe Owe to the Los Angeles Chargers for safety. Alohi Gilman. Gilman? Move also includes an exchange of draft picks. That's from the Ravens Twitter.
He's been playing about half of their defensive snaps all year. But he lost out to Kyle Van Noy and to Tavius Robinson. Interesting.
Either way.
Rams by $1 billion because they got a top 5 quarterback.
I mean, they just lost to a team in the same situation. Better quarterback, though.
Rams by $1 billion. Can't count them Thursday night games. Those just don't count in terms of how good you are, apparently.
And it was an away game in their own stadium.
It was.
That was crazy. The amount of red I saw in that stadium.
It's really not, because LA is like their whole thing.
That's true.
Is there a bunch of fake people in LA? Sorry, LA fans.
Well, and you got to think, too, there was a large period of time where there wasn't an LA team.
And now both LA teams.
Who's their next best option? They jumped on the 49ers while the Rams were gone, and the
Raiders
Chargers were in San Diego, and they were like,
it's
49ers.
going to take like a whole. It's going to take a whole generational cycle for the Rams fans to come back.
And the Chargers there, because they don't get Chargers fans in that stadium either.
Ain't nobody going to be it. Ain't nobody going to grow up a Chargers.
There's no home field advantage in
I don't
LA.
think there's any.
Or Inglewood.
There's very few LA Chargers fans in LA. I think if most people in that city, if they are choosing a team, it's going to be the Rams. It's just
the Rams were there at least. Chargers were just never there in the first place. They just showed up because their owner's cheap.
Yep. They weren't going to build their own stadium, so they just tagged along with Kroenke. Yeah, and also, I mean, Ravens' defense isn't that good.
It's
Puka
awful.
All day long. Puka, Nacua, Devontae Adams.
Stafford's playing like a top 3 quarterback right now, and it's not getting talked about enough.
That's very Matthew Stafford, actually. That's like his entire career. Feels like he always puts up his ass. He always plays like one of the top quarterbacks and just never gets discussed. One of the most underrated quarterbacks of our generation, I'd argue.
I
I
what?
agree wholeheartedly.
I mean, I wouldn't say underrated because he's still looked on highly, but
He's not talked
he's
about.
never
Up until he won that Super Bowl, he was not.
Yeah.
He's not the best, but he's always top 5. So he's not generational.
Nobody
he is.
talks
That
about
makes
him
it-
in
that
top
makes
5.
it pretty
But what we're saying is he's not talked about enough. Like
Every preseason quarterback top 5 list coming in this year would not have had Stafford on it.
and it's been like that for most of his career.
No, because they take age into factor. It's really the only reason I would.
But like,
that's my belief.
Go back to
But we're talking about
Go
his
back to
career.
2013. He was not on that list.
Yeah. And dude was balling.
Your list was made up of Peyton, Tom Brady, and then you had Drew Brees, and then you had a litany of the Big Ben, Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, Stafford, like a whole bunch of guys. But he
Just named all Hall of Famers.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah.
I mean, 2011, he had 5,000 yards in 2011, 41 touchdowns. 2012, 4,900 yards.
Holy smokes.
2013, 4,600. I mean, he was consistently 4,000 yards or more every season between 2011 and 2017.
And that was probably good for like 4 dubs a year on that Lions team.
Well, I mean, the Jim Caldwell Lions were good. They just weren't
For
great.
like a second, it was
They won 9 games and fired him.
Let's see. Either way, Gill, me and you both picked the Rams in the NFC for this year, and you picked them to be your Super Bowl champs. So
Yep. I like them. Now, the NFC's interesting this year, and I'm sure we'll get to some of the other teams, but you can make the argument they're not even the best team in their division right now. How long that lasts, I don't know, but I'm very interested to see how the Seahawks and the Buccaneers play the rest of the season. It's going to be a very interesting division race between the Seahawks and the Rams, I think.
and the 49ers that are actually above both those teams at 4-1.
Yeah. How long that lasts, I don't know. Well, actually, their schedule's favorable, so they should.
Rams are winning this game.
Yeah, Rams are going to win this game that we're talking about. Thanks, Drew.
No problem.
Next
Why
game,
don't you just
Cowboys.
why don't you just keep talking, Drew? Yeah. Cowboys Panthers.
in Carolina?
Sure. I mean,
Carolina for the win. Bryce Love.
I don't really know what to
Right
do
here.
with the Cowboys, you know?
Did you just say
So
Bryce
we'll see.
Love? Kane?
I did. I saw a couple TikToks of him earlier, so
Where'd he
he's
go?
kind of stuck.
I don't think he
Just
ever
fell
did
off
anything
basically.
after college, did he?
Well, he got
Nope,
didn't
he was
got
a
in
Heisman
trouble, right?
contender for Stanford, and never did anything
He
for
won the best running back
for the
award.
Redskins at the time, I believe.
Whoa.
He's an angel investor in technology and is a career venture capitalist.
He was a 4th-round pick for the Redskins. /
I
football
love
team.
Bryce. Well,
Anyway,
All right.
Bryce Young is going to have a breakout game.
I don't think. Well,
Probably. I mean, it's still
was
one of
his
the worst
breakout
defenses
game
in the
against the
league.
Falcons?
No. He had like 150 yards. And they still won 30-0. But no, I think Bryce Young very, very much, could do well in this game. This is still one of the worst defenses in the league, if not the worst. So there's still plenty of opportunity for opposing offenses to do what they want to do. Not a whole lot of teams are gonna get stopped by 4 backup offensive linemen like the Jets, but the it's interesting because last year I kind of thought the Panthers were like a trap game. Obviously, a lot happened last year to where it wasn't a trap game because we were terrible as well. Ended up still winning that game last year with Cooper Rush. But this year, I mean, with both teams, it's been you don't really know what you're going to get from Carolina, and you kind of know what you're going to get from the Cowboys on offense at least. But even against the Bears, they weren't fantastic. So we'll see. I mean, it's really hard to. I mean, if I was picking, I'm picking the Cowboys, obviously. But like, when I put money on it, probably not.
I mean, you are picking. You are picking.
I am picking, yes, but I'm not placing money on it.
Cowboys.
I wonder if Drew, we should start announcing our sleeper or survivor pool picks.
I was going to ask you guys that at the end of the pod. Like,
That's
we'll
a
get
good.
through,
I just
like,
thought of that. Yeah, we can.
Like, I was thinking that when it was mentioned Monday or whatever, who you guys' sleeper was. At the end of the pod, we'll finish up the show by you guys discussing, maybe not picking your sleep or survivor pool, but thinking about it. Thinking, all right, who's available?
It's the Rams.
I think that's a good way to end.
Anyway.
Yep. Is CD playing in this game?
He has the potential. There's quite a few Cowboys that have been injured that have the potential to play. So I think all the Tylers might have some potential to play in this game.
That's like the whole offensive line. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's 3/4 of the injured players. CD has a chance. There's a couple guys like Cooper Beebe still out until after the bye. Overshown still out until after the bye. But CD, I think, is listed as either questionable or doubtful. So, let's see. Honestly, he doesn't even need a rush back.
No.
Been holding
Dak
it down.
is slinging it out there. Like that with George and
GP,
whoever number 19
GP
is.
scoring touchdowns all of a sudden.
It's crazy.
Put some respect on Ryan Flournoy.
Who?
Yeah, Ryan. They say Flanoy, but it looks spelled like Flournoy. There's an R in there.
Yeah.
But
I'd never heard of this dude before, and the next thing you know, he's torching the Jets. It's like, go figure.
He's one of those guys where, like, I mentioned this before at the beginning of the season, like training camp, wide receiver, going crazy. It's like, oh, he's going to make the team, and he's going to be so good, and then he doesn't make the team. But now he got at one point he was released, I think, from the Cowboys. We brought him back, and now he's finally getting some playing time with all the wide receiver injuries that we've had. So, but yeah, just casual 100-yard first half day against the Jets.
I was going to say I thought he had 100. I was going to look it up to see how many yards it was exactly.
I think it was 104 in the first half, and he only ended up with like 115 or something. Maybe even less. But
didn't he have a rush too? He had 2 carries for 10 yards.
Yeah, he did a couple jet sweeps.
6 catches for 114. And then Ferguson going off in fantasy for me, 7 catches, 49 yards, 2 touchdowns.
The offense is great. And I'll spend 2 more seconds on this because it's important. It's important. The Clayton Adams hire has shaken things up in ways that you don't normally see from, an O-line coach switching teams. I think the evidence is there. There's obviously some other factors into Clayton Adams and his impact going from the Cardinals to the Cowboys. But the Cardinals were one of the best rushing teams of the league last year. And now they are one of the worst. And obviously James Conner's injured, but even before he got injured, they were still one of the worst with the same offensive line, basically the same personnel, just missing Clayton Adams. And now the Cowboys, they weren't the worst rushing team, but they were pretty close last year. I mean, we matched our rushing touchdowns total from last year in like game 2. So, and obviously it wasn't very good.
O-line coaches are very important.
He's very important. He got promoted to OC, but he's making a little bit too much noise right now because I think you'll see some head coaching interviews this offseason. But it's been cool to see finally have a run game that isn't terrible. It's been a few years.
He's going to go to the Giants and turn that franchise around. That's crazy.
That would be tragic, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just ask Cam how important O-line coaches are. He was bitching earlier about guards not being able to pull.
Yep.
Whoa.
And the Vikings.
Crazy.
Pulling can be hard.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Cardinals, is there anything else to add? Well, once,
This
twice.
is our Colts. This is our team.
Is that still stuck in your head?
I do have one more thing that I forgot. Brandon Aubrey did attempt a 70-yard field goal against the Panthers last year in Carolina.
And
How close was
he? A extra point
missed.
Last week. So.
He was not close because he kicked it like way left.
That'll happen.
Kicked it too hard.
Yeah, missed that.
You know, fun fact, I had a Snapchat memory of how last year Aubrey was a number 4 wide receiver, a number 1 kicker, a number 12 quarterback, and number 1 defense and special teams. Doesn't feel so good this year.
What are we talking about, man?
Is that just like his point total would be wide
His
receiver
point
4?
total,
Yeah, fantasy.
That's what it was.
That's crazy.
Boswell was
because we
even
be
better
scoring
than
touchdowns
because Boswell was kicker 1 last year. So.
And it still never hit a 60-yard field goal until this year, though.
Yeah, but then he did.
Yeah, sure did. Sure did.
He didn't hit 60 yarders. He just hit 6 a game, combined for 100 million yards a game.
All right,
This
Cardinals,
is our Colts.
Dillon's had the "This Is Our Colts" song stuck in his head for the last week.
Terrorizes me in my sleep.
His wife's probably wondering, why does he keep humming?
They're good though.
Gotta be
4-1.
there. Yeah, this is one of those teams where you're hitting this point of the season, and it's are they legit or are they not? And it feels like they are the former, or closer to the former, not the latter.
Their over/under line was only 7.5, and they've already won 4.
They're already over halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually 7.5. Halfway there would be the over.
We spent too much time on math last week. We don't got to do that again.
Did we? I don't remember.
You did. That was another thing.
What were we mathing?
If you were a quarter way through the season or not, 5 minutes you guys spent talking about that. I'm like...
Because I said it, and then I knew it was going to be corrected.
Anyway, the Cardinals and the Colts. Both indoor teams playing indoors.
Colts.
Don't drop the football, man. Do not drop the football at the
staying on
goal
their heater.
line.
You just gotta hand the football to the ref, man. I know that's old head to say, but that's the only way to stop this madness.
It's not the only way. Just cross the goal line and then do whatever you want to do. Spike it. I don't care.
I've seen a lot of people say that it really did look like he still had the ball when he crossed the plane, though.
It did. I thought he was in. But
obviously he was in the act of eventually tossing the ball. It was mid.
He was giving up. He was
finger
giving
roll.
up as he.
But I think he still had it in his hand when it crossed. But I mean, it's a punishable act by any means. So, but I think
leave it close.
The weird thing with the Cardinals is they're a couple flukes away from just beating the Titans, and we're all right, the Cardinals won.
If they score that touchdown, they probably do.
They score that touchdown. They don't freaking fumble the interception and kick it into the end zone for the Titans to score.
They're also a couple flukes away from having Caleb Williams right now. But anyway.
It's crazy how domino effects work and whatnot.
I mean, they're a couple flukes away from being undefeated. All I think all of their losses have come on last-second field goals this season. So, while they look terrible, they're also not terrible at the same time.
Also, didn't Kyler throw a pick to give the Titans the ball? Or was there a turnover that happened?
He got the ball snapped into his face and then didn't dive on it.
Yeah. Got concussed from the snap.
Yeah, he went to the tent after that, which was apparently a foot injury, but
that did not look like
he got smacked in the face and then just was looked around for the ball, looked at the ball, and then just didn't even go for it.
It's he emoted for a second after he got hit in the face.
It's like he didn't even realize that meant the play started. It's like he thought that was the play was dead or something. He was what the heck? I don't know. I'd never seen.
It was so unnecessary. It was unnecessary, that whole everything. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Cardinals are bad, but they're not that bad.
They're average.
Marv looking more Maserati than Mitsubishi.
Coach just got fired for hitting DiMarcardo.
Fined?
What's his name? How do you say his name?
Amari
Are you
DiMarcardo.
good?
DiMarcardo.
DiMarcardo.
He got fired?
Ricardo. Fined
I thought you said fired.
You said fired.
$100,000.
That's a lot of money.
Fined.
Yeah, which I think that's
Yeah.
kind of stupid. You're disciplining
This
somebody for
game's-
doing the most dumbass mistake in the world.
Yeah.
One of the most mistakes in the world.
In the world,
In the
I
football
mean,
world.
maybe don't stab
in the
a
football world.
DoorDash driver. I'd call that dumber.
In the football world, it's up there. Cardinals, Colts, they both teams that start with a C, and they both play football this weekend. So I think that's enough.
I mean, Jonathan Taylor's fun to watch too. He's kind of the
He's
draw
awesome.
that starts that trick.
He's
I was not
cool.
sure what to think of him heading into this year. I avoided him in fantasy leagues. Like, it kept staring me in the eyes. Like, I want to draft him. But I don't think it's going to work out. And now I regret it.
I would have loved to have the opportunity to draft him, but I didn't in like any league.
You wouldn't have.
I would have, actually.
You had the chance.
I didn't.
You didn't do it. You didn't do it.
All right. This game has the opportunity to be the game of the week, I think. Seahawks, Jaguars, two teams that are just rolling. They're clicking right now. The Jaguars,
Rolling.
4-1. Trevor Lawrence just scored one of the most insane touchdowns I've ever seen. Chris Jones gave up on that play, too, which was kind of crazy.
That was so fun.
Beating the
Incredible
Kansas City
offense.
Chiefs. Yeah, maybe. But when you're paid as much as he does, or he is, then it doesn't really matter. The Seahawks, Sam Darnold looks like a top 5 quarterback in the league right now. Granted, he had the dumbass interception at the end of the game, but you'll have that from quarterbacks. Like, every quarterback has made mistakes like that. Regardless, he still looks like a top 5 in 2025. Which, if you would have told me that 6-7 years ago, I've been like, yes, sick. And now it just makes me sad, but I'm also so happy for the guy. There's going to be a lot of offensive fireworks. And it was nice seeing Brian Thomas actually get involved.
That was fun. Yeah.
It was like, oh, crap, we have this guy. Let's use him. And with the Seahawks, Jackson Smith and Jigba could... I think we're approaching possible Offensive Player of the Year conversation for him. Approaching.
Puka wasn't
Puka-
doing better.
If
Him and
Puka
Puka.
wasn't in the league, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I said conversation.
I feel like it needs to be noted that I even said, huh.
What was that? English? Did you say that?
I feel like it needs to be noted that I said, huh, to that statement that Gill made. Because,
That's fine.
Oh, you
might-
were pointing out your not homerism? Impressive.
correct.
Thanks, Cam. Appreciate that. He hasn't playing well, but Puka Nakua's been wide receiver 1 undoubtedly. But he's been playing
He's
pretty.
got
pretty
54 less yards than Puka Nacua, second in the league there.
A lot less catches, which is surprising.
What's the touchdowns? Oh, he only has 2 touchdowns. Who leads the league in touchdowns? Amon-Ra. And then George Pickens.
And
Yeah.
Egbuka.
Odunze,
How's that make you
actually.
feel, Dylan?
I'm numb to it. It's fine.
George just
Pickens,
decided he
Odunze,
wanted to
and
catch
Puka.
touchdowns now.
We don't throw to our wide receiver 2 anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
He was wide receiver
Yeah,
1 at the time.
He would have been our wide receiver. No, he was our wide receiver 2. We traded for DK before we traded him away. Because
But
that made
last
us
season.
better. Because that made us better, according to some people.
I mean, some could argue. Some would argue. Some did argue. Some would. Dude, it's like the sun
Whatever,
shining
dude.
right on your
Whatever.
face.
I don't even care.
So Travis Hunter. He was the
Better
highest
wide
rated player on
receivers.
both sides of the ball.
He made a good catch.
He was the highest rated player, you said, on both sides?
Highest graded player on both sides.
He needs to be on offense.
For the Jags.
Defense.
He
Offense.
is still small and might not make the whole season.
Not if they're playing 50-50 like that. Like, because he was close. At one point, it was like 40 and 40 snaps on each side of the ball last night, which is insane.
I take that back. He was not the highest on both sides.
Oh, so you're spreading fake news.
He was number 4 on defense and number 2 on offense.
So neither. He was higher on neither side.
He was top 5 on both sides.
It's top 4.
That's a huge difference.
Top 4. I mean, it's not that big of a difference.
I mean,
it's like
if
one is
talking
breaking
grades,
news and the other is like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
it's like
4 out of
It's
11
kind of
is
breaking news.
4 out of
I mean,
11 is kind of like, all right, that's fine.
It's more than 11, though.
That is
It's more
true.
than 11,
I
guys.
mean, there's
yeah, but does he have a 99 in either of those? No.
Nobody gets 99.
Go Isaiah Rodgers. What are you talking about?
So nobody gets 99, then I forgot about Rodgers, man.
he actually had a
He's a goat.
99.9 for being.
Would have had a
exact,
better
though.
grade if his pick counted.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to the Seahawks-Jaguars game.
This should be fun. It should be fun. That's all.
And also, one last thing on this. Jaguars need to bring back those unis full-time.
Yes.
They should
That's
not be throwbacks. You can wear classic unis as your full-time unis. It's okay.
And you can in Madden, so might as well.
Can't argue with that logic.
All right, next one. Chargers, Dolphins.
Dolphins
doing, man?
bad.
Very
they
bad.
They have a nerd telling them what to do.
And
he's
I
not
thought you were
telling them the
giving
right
me
thing.
crap a couple weeks ago for calling him a nerd.
No, he is. I saw a clip of him walking around in like the stretch line. And he just looked goofy, man. I don't know, like
Yeah. He
I would just
doesn't
be
look like
there in practice if that was my head coach. I don't know.
he doesn't look like a head coach. Like he just doesn't. He doesn't give that. He looks like
Can't take him seriously. Can't take him seriously.
Looks like a computer geek. Like put him in a
He looks
suit
like his
and-
title should be like analyst of passing strategy. Like that's what his title should be. Passing game coordinator is the word I was thinking of, and that's
On the Vikings.
Close
I've
enough.
seen that on Twitter. I will not lie.
He will make a great offensive coordinator again. I don't know. It's not clicking with this regime. Him and Tua, it's just not clicking.
Some people are not meant to be head coaches, which
And
seem
that's
to be Dolphins head coaches, because we have one of them.
That's okay.
Flores should be a head coach.
He should not be head coach. He should stay defensive coordinator so he can focus
I'm
on
happy
that.
with it because he just got dismantled by Arthur Smith, so it's fine.
I don't know about dismantled. I
He
don't know
did.
about that. I
He
really
definitely
don't think so. I think you had Aaron Rodgers, who knew the Vikings and has played them a million times.
It didn't
But-
work last year when Aaron
but
Rodgers
Brian
played against the
Flores-
Vikings.
But it's
Yeah,
just,
well, you
that's
had,
Brian.
that's the Jets.
I know.
And also multiple injuries.
Just because they have purple on their jerseys doesn't mean like he knows Brian Flores' schemes, man.
I mean, they almost blew it. So I mean, it's not like it didn't.
It's not
work.
because of Flores though. Like
All right, back to the Chargers, Dolphins, ladies.
Chargers are gonna win because the Dolphins are bad.
Yes.
But the
Chargers
Chargers
have been
were-
great lately.
Chargers might also lose because their O line is terrible.
Yeah, that O line's catching up to them, being bad. They are 4.5-point favorites. I would not be surprised if Miami won.
It would be very Chargers of them to lose this game,
Right.
but they should win.
And the first three, at this point, unless you're an AFC West team, you're beating the Chargers. All three of their wins are against AFC West teams. So, the Dolphins being an AFC East, logic says
That tracks.
big brain. All right,
Guess we'll
Dillon.
find out.
Browns, Steelers.
Browns at the Steelers. Low key trap game vibes because there's a chance Myles Garrett takes over. But Tomlin is 14-4 after a bye week, going back to 2007. He's pretty good after a bye week. He's had time to game plan for a rookie quarterback. Should make things tough on him. I wouldn't be surprised though if Dillon Gabriel looks like an all-star out of nowhere. But the $1 billion defense should do what it's supposed to, and the Steelers are getting healthy at this point in time, getting some pieces back. So should be a win. It should be like old school, like 2014 Browns Steelers, or the Steelers when Ben never lost to the Browns. That's what this game should be like. But knowing the Steelers of the past 5 years, it'll probably give me a heart attack in the last 5 minutes.
Line's 5.5. What do you like?
Nothing.
Fair.
I'm moving that line to Steelers plus 3.5, and I'm putting it in my parlay. That's what I like.
Fair. I didn't mind what I saw from Dillon Gabriel in his first start.
He got the ball out real quick. Yeah, he looked better than Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
but
he shows signs.
His mobility did help.
Yeah,
the Steelers should be able to bring some pressure though, and disgruntle the man, and we'll see. And then on offense, I mean, this game's probably going to be a stinker. What's the over/under on this game? Do you have that available?
Give me 2 seconds. 38.5.
It's not a lot.
That's a low number, and it is. I mean, but this game could go under every bit. I mean, this game could be 17-10, 17-13. I already threw that number out once, but I'm throwing it out again. It's this game is probably going to be ugly. Don't want to watch.
Probably,
but Steelers should win by 2 scores, though.
Should. Will they?
That's all. I haven't watched Steelers in a minute, so it'll be fun. You know, nobody likes a bye week, so
I do.
Tough.
Week 5 bye week.
Week 4 bye week. No, week 5.
4. Yeah, week 5.
Week 5 bye week.
We're talking about week 6 now.
Real tough.
That's tough.
It's tough, but also we had a bunch of guys injured, so maybe it works out. I mean, there's never a bad bye week, but you can have better bye weeks. And it's good now. It will probably not be good when we finish the year with Bills and Ravens twice. But
Ravens, maybe.
Lamar will probably they'll have all their people back by then, and they'll be just pissed off. So they'll play us hard.
Yeah, I saw. I was talking to somebody earlier. Actually, Brady Long. I was talking to him. He's got somebody that's trying to get Derrick Henry from him, and I said, maybe if you're going to sell him, sell now. And he said, maybe they go on like a Bengals type run from last year where they just kind of bulldoze and kind of almost like one of those teams that at the end of the year, it's like, ooh, do they sneak in?
Listen, you can't, if his team's good enough to get him to the playoffs, you got to sit and think to yourself, is Derrick Henry going to be good for me in week 15, in week 16? Answer is probably.
Right.
So.
Well, I was thinking more so, the conversation was leaning towards the Ravens in general being like last year's Bengals, where they just kind of steamrolled and went on a heater.
We finish our season Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions, Browns, Ravens.
It's an interesting schedule.
A couple hard ones, couple should wins in there. I don't know, man.
I don't know. An AFC North matchup, Big Ten game.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Probably sprinkle a little bit, because why not?
Yep. And then the Patriots shocking the world against the Bills. I hated seeing that. Drake May is here. Stephon Diggs had a really great game. It was kind of that
Steelers over Patriots win is looking better and better, though. I'll say that much.
Sure. At the Saints, though, yeah, I definitely take the Patriots. The only way the Patriots lose this game is if they've got too much of a high from beating the Bills. It's like, yeah, we did it. That they've just come out and pull off a stinker. But it's the Saints, and they're coming off their first win. So it
feels like the Saints win probably doesn't put them on a high, right? That probably gives them juice.
Yeah.
They got nothing to be high about over there. So
Patriots 3.5-point favorites. I do like that. They're the better team. The better team, better coach, better quarterback. From top to bottom, this is very favorable for the Patriots.
Yes. Drake May looks good. Travion must have done something to Vrabel's family.
I
I don't know why Ramondre Stevenson's still employed.
Ramondre Stevenson and Antonio Gibson both fumble the ball, and they still refuse to give it to Travion.
Antonio's out for the year with an ACL, so it's kind
That's
of
tragic.
if you're a Travion fantasy owner, I think this next week is the week it's going to start happening.
It's got to at some point, right?
I mean, Ramondre's still pretty decent. There's just a large percentage chance that he drops the ball.
Ramondre is the Najee Harris of Najee Harris's.
Okay.
Did Najee have a fumbling problem?
He's just he's got his name is worth something, and then you watch him, and it's like
I feel like you could have picked a guy with a fumbling problem.
I know.
I don't know
Where's
if
the
he's
fumbling
that
thing?
version of the Najee Harris's.
who's got a
Yeah, I mean, you could say like a skinnier Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin
but
Cook
he
did have a
ain't
fumbling issue.
but he ain't skinny. Ramondre
Or,
is not skinny.
a bigger. I was thinking Dalvin Cook. A bigger Dalvin Cook.
He's the Dalvin Cook of Najee Harris's. He's the Najee Harris of Dalvin Cooks.
Yes, yeah.
Sure.
I don't.
Whatever floats your boat, man.
Listen, I've never liked Ramondre Stevenson, just in general. I just don't. I mean, he's had one 1,000-yard season in the last 4 years.
Austin Eckler has fumbled 18 times since 2020. He leads since 2020.
He's just, I just don't think Ramondre's that good. He's got no burst, and I've talked at length about burst at running back, and I'm tired of not having it.
So he's the Najee Harris of Austin Eckler's.
Or is he the Dalvin Cooks of Austin Eckler's? Or the Austin Eckler's of Dalvin Cooks?
Or Najee Harris.
Leave it in the comments. What is he the
He's
Najee or Dalvin of?
Who is Ramondre Stevenson? Comment down below.
Moving on to the Titans and Raiders real quick. Titans should win this, actually, if we're being honest. I think Raiders are the better team, but Geno is
This
done.
game is yucky.
I don't even want to
This
talk
is one
about it.
that Red Zone's, they're never going to show this on Red Zone.
Kenny Pickett might start soon.
Raiders could do some work here.
This is a game they should win easily because
Raiders have been bad, right?
but
The Titans are also very bad.
The Titans are 50 feet of shit, and then that's where they're at.
Yeah.
Insert a money ball.
So
offense.
we'll see. The Raiders. I think the Raiders should win, obviously, but I think
Cam
they're
Woodson though.
Yeah.
Geno's still slinging the ball around. Just a lot of times it goes to the other team. I think the Titans, though, are not a team that will capitalize on as many as some other opponents.
That's true.
So we'll see.
No, they got
Raiders
Justin
5.5
Simmons lurking back there again.
That's true. Raiders 5.5-point favorites.
He got one last week.
Hand the ball off to Ash and Genty. But I think this is a game where Red Zone, the only time it's going to go to Red Zone is when Scott Hansen says, well, we promise you guys that we show every touchdown, so here's a score from this one.
Could be true. That could be exactly what happens. Yeah, I mean the
work.
Raven. We didn't expect the Raiders to be 1-4, right? The Titans, we didn't expect them to be 1-4 because we thought they'd be 0-5. So
Expect the unexpected.
Raiders should win. But there have been a lot of calls for Kenny Pickett this last week. I've noticed.
I think we're close. If Geno throws 2 interceptions in the first half, Kenny's starting the second half.
Yeah. But Kenny's wearing number 15, and it looks terrible. So I don't know how well it's going to go for him.
Yeah, he's done.
Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yes, but he should wear single digit. Anyway, from 1-4 to 4-1, I think is where we should take this.
Yeah, 1-4. That's crazy, actually, how that worked out. 49ers, Buccaneers. Buccaneers might be the best team in the NFC. I know they just lost to the Eagles, but I still feel like they are better than the Eagles. Just sometimes games, one thing goes wrong, and that just a snowball effect.
They got John Mateer Light at QB.
I'm gonna give you a take because this is my last game because I'm going to bed.
Sleepy.
Very sleepy. The 49ers are going to win this game. They're going to find a way to shut down the Buccaneers late, and they're going to pull out a squeaky win. The 49ers are going to end
Squeaky
up
like your
like
door?
the... That was
Let
actually
him
more...
finish, man. Jeez.
Anyway, 49ers are going to be a 13-4 team, and they're going to be sneaky, and then they're going to lose first round. So there's that. The system is working, and everybody underestimates them because they should be bad, and they're not.
Okay.
All right, there it is. Peace, boys.
All right,
Go
good night.
Vikings.
Good night, sleepy boy.
We'll see you this weekend.
Nice. There's definitely a world where the 49ers could win because they keep winning.
Yeah.
So, I like the Bucks though.
You don't stumble into 4-1. That's for damn sure. They're
The
3-point
Bucks-
favorites. The Bucks are.
The Bucks have been finding a way to win games late, which is an important quality to have as a winning team.
But on the
Couldn't do it against the Eagles.
no,
Yes.
and I think almost all these wins, well, most of these wins, there's been actually might be all of them. There's been a game-winning drive from Baker. I'm pretty sure all four have had that, and it's. Remember that year that Stafford had all those game-winning drives? It was like 7
Every
game-winning
year,
drives.
2010s.
There was one year where you like set the record for like most game-winning drives in a year. It feels somewhat reminiscent of that. Just this gets talked about a little bit more, but it
Drew
almost
asked
feels
a
like
question- Drew asked a question earlier in the year when I was talking about John Mateer's comp. As it was Baker Mayfield, he said, "Can you win a Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield? Like, do you think that's worthy of a high pick?" And I think the answer is yes. Just if you know, then this is a Baker Mayfield side of the discussion. He's playing like the number one pick he was taken as. He's a gunslinger. He plays with an edge, and he has been winning recently. So it's not always pretty, but
I don't know what it's going to be.
it's pretty a lot of the time.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if the Buccaneers made it to the Super Bowl, which would just
Of
be a
the-
testament to that organization and what they've been able to do since, like, the general Jason Light, the general manager for the Buccaneers, built a team good enough for Tom Brady to come there, and then post Tom Brady has continued to build a team a sustainable enough team.
Even after losing Liam Cohen, who's a bright offensive mind.
Well, they've lost. This is their third straight OC that because Dave Canales or the Panthers OC or head coach was their OC, and then Liam Cohen got promoted or came over from the Rams or something like that.
I think Byron Leftwich was before that, but
Byron Leftwich was
he might have been in Tom Brady era.
He was definitely Tom Brady. I don't know if Todd Bowles had him as his OC for like a year, and then he just faded off the face of the earth. Never to be heard from again. He should have taken a head coach job when he had interviews.
I think he tried.
That's he had interviews, and then it was like one of those. You know what? None of these are good enough for me. I'll come back and do it next year. And then next year was like, you're not. We're good.
He interviewed for the Steelers OC position when they hired Arthur Smith. Anyway,
Solid move.
I like the Bucks. 49ers, they got fight. 49ers got fight. So
Yeah, they
can't
definitely
count
do.
them out. Should be. They're in that game of the week slot, 425. So
Mac Jones looked pretty good.
He did. He looked like a first-round draft pick. Even with his pants not fitting and like somebody get this
Seeing
man.
a dead body when he woke up.
yeah,
That's
his
crazy.
demeanor is funny. He's just zero emotion, or
He's
like
a goofy guy.
yeah.
He's kind of a scumbag. I'm not gonna lie. Like when he was with the Patriots, especially. I know this is going to sound like a hater, but like the scumbag type stuff that he did with the Patriots was. I didn't
No.
like him.
He's like Grayson Allen.
Yes.
He is like Grace now. They kind of look the same too if they had similar color hair.
Same vibe.
Yeah.
All right, Bengals, Packers.
Yuck. Everything about the Bengals is yuck.
Holy shoot. What do you think the line is on this game?
Packers 7.
13.
14.5.
That's a lot.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
But justifiable.
But what if Flacco just comes in and dices?
He might.
He actually
You already beat him once.
Yeah.
He that's right, he did. Imagine Flacco beats the Packers twice.
Yeah, and it's not like, Flacco doesn't even need to practice. He's literally seen him in a game. That's fine. Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He didn't play well in that game, but
he's like, oh, I get to throw to Jamar Chase now? That way? We're good. Just let me call the plays.
We're going to max protect up front. All right, we're going to keep tight ends, running back, and it's just going to be Jamar and T. Higgins going out for routes.
Bengals plus 14.5 might be a move. They might cover that.
They might, or they might not.
They definitely couldn't and get smoked by 25. But whatever.
I'm going after the Packers defense in like almost every single fantasy league. Not ours, none of ours this week.
So not every single fantasy league.
I said
not even
almost
close actually, but not even close. You're in like
3. I'm in 4 or 5.
You're just trying to throw us off the scent.
Maybe. You never know. Try me. I don't know. I still don't know what the Packers are. I don't. I don't know what Jordan Love is. I don't know. I think Christian Watson comes back this week.
Packers coming off a bye week too. So,
what's LaFleur's record after a bye week? Like, are they good? Are they bad? Are they kind of in the middle?
That doesn't make any sense. This AI, man.
Sometimes it's great.
Says the Packers beat the Browns, beat the Bengals.
In the future.
30-7.
Hey, that lied, okay? It said the Dolphins and the Jets were going to tie, and then the Jets were going to go on a heater. All right, we're 0-5.
It says the Packers are 33-14 in games after a bye. But that's so many games. Hold on.
Did you say Packers?
Been there a while, but not that many. Not that long.
I just got 28-11 because it's counting postseason, but that's still.
I mean, it's only one game a year after the bye.
According to Sports Illustrated, under LaFleur, his Packers are 2-3 immediately following the bye, i.e., in the first game.
Dude, the Packers own Packers.com says under LaFleur, the Packers are 33-14 in games played after the bye. They went 5-3 in 2024 after the bye. They went they're saying after, like, all of the games after
all the games after the bye.
That's so dumb. Since 1990, Green Bay is 20-15 in the game following a bye week. In case we cared.
LaFleur's 2-3.
Okay.
If this is correct.
Gosh.
I guess we got to be more specific. I thought that was a pretty fair question. But
it gave me the Mike Tomlin answer like super quick, but not that one. Packers should win though. They're better than their 2-1-1 record indicates. And the Bengals are worse than their 2-3 record indicates.
Yeah. Hence why the Packers are 14.5-point favorites. Chiefs hosting the Lions. Chiefs just I don't know.
Lions.
I could see a world where both these teams win. Makes sense.
They should not be.
It's in what? It's what?
Lions money line.
I mean, the Chiefs' offense looked decent. Better than it has. Obviously, it looked the best against the Ravens, but the Ravens' defenses.
Is it my turn to do the parlay of the week? I mean, it's probably Drew's turn, but you don't do that stuff.
I don't know if any of us can do it.
I will probably try to do it. I'll try to do it like Friday morning before I leave. Record it and just post it.
Yeah. If you do that, I should be able to put together a graphic and post it.
Anyway,
But Chiefs offense looked better.
Yeah,
Better.
but the
Defense
Lions
did.
offense looks real good.
Yeah, and they didn't even play all that great against the Bengals, and they still,
They didn't have to.
yeah.
One of the things I was listening to on a podcast this week was that the Lions knew obviously the Bengals were bad, but I can't remember the exact specifics of the play, but the Lions punted on a down and distance that they would almost always go for it against anyone else. So that just goes to show you they did not have any fear of the Bengals offense. They're like,
And they probably were.
we'll just
They
punt it.
probably were using the top 10% of their playbook. The basics.
Yeah.
Except for
Preseason.
David Montgomery.
I mean, the Bengals started coming back a little bit, but
They were never for
Sorry.
real.
No. It was just the Lion. Were they
Also,
coming
a
back?
weird,
Were the Lions
weird
just
Jamar
letting
Chase
up-
blown coverage for some reason is like why that happened. So
The one thing that might hurt, or that's going to hurt the Lions, is that both their starting corners are both down. Because not only is Terry and Arnold down, but so is DJ Reed.
well, Terry Arnold is going to be a benefit, according to Kate.
That one's gonna help.
Yeah.
'Cause it feels like he's on the wrong side of everything.
When they got that safety and I saw flag number 6, I didn't even see Cade's message yet, but I just knew it was going to be something diabolical. That was so funny.
Yeah, I know the Chiefs are favored, but they're only favored by 2.5, and it's in Kansas
good
City, so
a good Sunday night game, likely nonetheless.
We have
and if
two
it's not-
Monday night games this week.
Yeah, I hate when they do that. They got to stop doing that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It just like
No,
oh,
that's
my-
okay. They got to stop doing that. I can't watch them both at the same time. So what's the deal here? And don't hit me with that 10-15 crap either. You know, unless it's like Cardinals versus 49ers, and go for it.
Yeah. Lions Chiefs should be good. I do
Chargers
kind of
versus
agree with-
Rams. You can play that game at 10-15.
I do agree with Drew. Like the Chiefs' offense look better. Like it feels like the last 2 weeks they've been clicking a little bit more. They've been figuring it out, and
this is their last game without Rasheed, right? Was it
I
6
think
games
so.
or was it longer?
I think
Thought it was
he's coming
6.
back soon.
Thought it was 6. I think you're right. Yeah.
And I saw a
But-
report before the Tyreek injury that they weren't even going to look into Tyreek because they like Rasheed more.
They should probably at this point in the
They
career.
also should.
But Taylor Swift's album isn't getting some good reviews, so Travis Kelce might fall off a cliff. I don't know. He might be
Or a
sacrificed.
touchdown.
He had a good game.
He did.
Maybe
I don't
he
know.
was waiting for the album to drop before finally having a good game.
Maybe.
You know, we'll have to look at the pre-album stats and
What
post-album
does Sage
stats.
think of the album? True. Has she listened to it all yet? I know she's a Swiftie.
Yeah, she likes it.
She likes it. Okay.
Yeah,
I've just
I've
seen a lot of
I've
TikTok
heard
stuff
mixed.
in the negative.
I've heard mixed.
I think you'll have that with any polarizing or artist.
Are you a
Fair.
Swiftie, Drew? Did we cover this?
Am I a Swiftie? I don't think I'm a Swiftie.
Okay.
You don't think?
There's some good songs out there. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, I mean,
of course.
she's worth a lot of money. She's not gonna have all bad songs. You know,
Yeah.
she's gonna have some good ones.
There's some good ones.
Yeah.
There's some good ones on the new one.
I liked her years with Kendrick. She did some Kendrick stuff. Bad Blood was a good one. Anyway,
I think there's one.
All right, let's finish up.
Yeah.
Let's wrap up these two Monday Night Football games real quick. Bills, Falcons, Bills. They're going to be
Bill's actually playing a primetime game not at home is surprising, but
yeah.
they'll probably get right in this one.
Yeah, they're going to be pissed that they lost. And yeah, they're
Or
4.5.
it's going to be the start of the annual Bills midseason downfall. That they seem to do that every year.
I just don't see that happening in Atlanta. Like I don't see Atlanta as that. But granted, you
and
never
that's
know.
why it's probably going to happen.
I'm surprised that this is a Monday Night Football. This feels so random. Bills, Falcons. Like this feels like a 1
Does seem
o'clock.
random.
That's why it's the 7:15 Monday night game. Because the Bears-Commanders is like the real Monday night game.
Yeah, the Bears-Commanders. That's a rematch of last year's. Was that Sunday night?
Should be
Monday?
fun.
No, that was a 4.
That was like a
day
4
game.
o'clock game or something.
Yeah.
It was a day game because the Hail Mary happened like right at the end of red zone or something. I think it went off of red zone because it was the last game of the day, and then like it happened.
Yeah.
So.
And the way that those two teams, like the Bears were trending upwards at that point, and then then the Bears started plummeting, and the Commanders marched their way to the NFC title game.
But no, they're both in the thick of things this year, so it should be fun.
Yeah. It's been interesting.
Bears coming off a bye week. Ben Johnson's first bye week.
Yeah, we'll see how that works
Ben
out.
Johnson is 0-0 after bye weeks up to this point.
I did find it interesting when we were looking at the receiving touchdown leaders that Rumbo-Dunze is tied for second or third. So they're getting the ball to him. That's a good sign. We'll see.
He played the Cowboys, so doesn't count.
That'll help.
Helped everyone but Justin Fields.
All right. One last thing I did want to see. Commanders 4.5-point favorites. That seems fair. All right. Survivor picks. You guys want to talk this out? Figure it out. What you guys want to do for this?
It's a bummer we used the Colts already.
Yeah. I'm
so
thinking.
Who have you guys used so far?
We have used. You want to do it? I got it right here.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Week 1, Broncos, which was a little scary because I was Broncos over Titans. It got a little close. We went Cardinals week 2. We went Seahawks week 3. We went Bills week 4, which ended up being a little bit scarier than it should have been against the Saints. Mm-hmm. Colts last week.
I was worried about the Colts for the first 2 minutes, and then I was fine.
And then it ended up being 40-6.
So, and in my pool, Dillon and I are in separate pools. In my pool, there are 16% alive of the initial pool of 1,979 people.
Dang.
In my pool, there are 14.8% alive out of the 1,913 people. So, a lot of damage.
These last couple
done the
weeks.
past. Yeah, a lot of damage. Cardinals eliminated the most in my pool with 82.
Where'd you see that?
The most. And if you click on the pool tab, you can see the survivor
the report.
Yeah.
Yep, Cardinals.
Mine had Lions as the most survivors. So.
Same.
I'm thinking, obviously we'll decide the final pick, but Rams over Ravens sticks out to me.
I'm looking at that.
We already used the
Packers,
Broncos. Packers Bengals is also sticking out, and then Patriots over Saints.
Yeah, because how many more times are you going to want to use the Patriots? Like that's probably your best chance to use the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. And we
don't have
even
to
like team, but
if you said this earlier, but like even Raiders, Titans,
right?
If you had to, I don't know if I want to, but if you had to,
yeah,
you
like
probably want to do it now.
Raiders and Titans are both probably a team we just don't use, but
yeah,
and
I know you don't have to
use
every
a couple
team,
of our big guys, but
if you don't if you're thinking, all right, I probably don't want to use Patriots later on in the season, you can use them now. Save a team that you want.
We still got Philly in the bag. We still got the Chargers were looking good up until this point.
Packers,
the Rams,
Lions,
Green Bay,
Chiefs.
the Lions, and the Chiefs. So we still got some big teams. The Bucs,
Commanders,
49ers. I'd say the Steelers, but 3-1. They ain't.
The Jags.
Yeah,
that's going to be. You'll have a lot of options as we move on.
But yeah, so there's a couple that stick out. But this might be a good week for Patriots over Saints. It might always be a good thing to pick over the Saints.
Until it's not.
Unless it's the Giants.
Because they're not going to go 1-16, right? Like,
no.
I mean, they could.
They could, maybe.
But they're probably not going to do much better than like 4-13.
I was going to say 3 and whatever that is. 3-14 is probably where they end up. I mean, what are they on pace for? If they're 1-4, that's
4 wins.
4 wins, yeah. Anyway, So, yeah, I think those are the early contenders.
Yeah.
I think Patriots is good. Obviously, Rams. I think you already said Rams, but
I think Patriots Rams kind of seems like the two teams that are separating themselves from the pack this week.
and you've got the Cowboys also sitting out there who are one of the scarier picks.
Boom or
You
bust,
could make
man.
you could make this pick, and I think logic would tell you it's probably safe, but it's not.
Live by the Cowboys, die by
Yeah.
the Cowboys.
I mean, I think the Rams over the Ravens is the safest this week, but I don't think we need to go with the safest this week.
I mean, Eagles over Giants might be safest.
Yeah,
I'd argue
that's true.
Rams might be safer than.
I might just avoid Thursday night games because you just don't know what'll happen. But
That's also true.
anyway, we will figure it out.
The
That's
Eagles had a
probably
3-player meeting though, so
Oh,
What was it?
Go
Jalen
ahead.
Hurd, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith.
Saquon.
Oh, that. So
Interesting.
which was it? Three
so
or
were
four?
they just sitting next to each other at their lockers?
3.
Or-
I don't know. That's just what I saw on Twitter. 3-player meeting. Hurts,
One loss. They gotta
Saquon,
go through
AJ
adversity,
Brown.
man. Let her get out of my face.
All right, let's wrap it up. I'm not sure if we'll get a parlay of the week up. I know, hopefully
I'll do my
we
best.
are, but if we don't, understand. It's a busy weekend, so we'll be back next week. Cam will be newly married by then.
Might have his
and
Cam
we'll have-
on. The Cam will make a return, maybe.
That
That's what
better
we
be
hope.
on.
He said. But he said
He also
before.
said after 150. And
now
he
we're
did
up to
it once.
162, 163. By the way, thank you everybody that has subscribed, has suggested our podcast to somebody else that has subscribed. If you're willing, please let anyone that you know to check us out. Subscribe to the channel, like, comment, let us know what you think. Give us feedback. We're always looking for it. Let us know where we can improve, what you like. You can DM us on Twitter or X. I think it's now x.com now. Check us out anywhere and everywhere. We're all at Party Chat Sports. We'll be back after week 6 to talk about week 7. Until then, peace.
Adios.
Yep.